Hey friend, welcome. If we haven't met yet, I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark and sell them for a profit. Today is Monday, December 2nd. Oh my goodness. And I have 25 items that I'm shipping out for a gross sales amount of $584.38. That might sound like a lot, but this is 5 days worth of sales: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday over Thanksgiving. This is just what I sold. I had a pretty good sale going, and you'll find out at the end when I tell you my total profit. It kind of just turned out okay. I was really expecting more. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe that was bad of me, but this is a leather, this part's leather. This is a canvas flag belt. It does not have a brand on it. Made in India. And this, I said, was a brass tone. It's not brass, but does look like brass. And this sold for $26.96. Plus, okay, hold on. So this sold on eBay. So the sale that I had going was I had all of my items set at 10% off. Doesn't sound like a lot, I know, because it's not. But what I did was I stacked that sale with a coupon for 30% off. I don't know, maybe that was a bad way to do it. I've done it that way before and had success. Maybe I should have done it the other way, with a 30% off sale and a 10% off coupon. I'm not really sure. But, so I had that listed for $30. And, excuse me, noise. They used the 30% off coupon. Plus they paid shipping. I had it listed for $30. It was 10% off. They used a 30% off coupon. Plus they paid shipping. They paid a total of $24.96. I paid $1 for it. And it's only been listed for a week. So that sold really fast. My profit ends up being $15.18. And I'm super pleased with that. I use these eBay 8x6x4 boxes. I get them on eBay through my shipping supply coupon because I have a store. I do have a video all about that. If you search like supplies or shipping or something like that, it should come up in my videos if you have a question about that. Let's see. I don't feel great. We had a really great Thanksgiving and then I got sick. So I was sick Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I woke up this morning and I still just don't feel really great. So if I sound bad, that's why. If my energy is low, that's why. I also usually tell you sell-through rate and average sale price, and I just chose not to do that today. So this is a vintage jean jacket. The brand is New York Classics. It is like this Sherpa lined. I've had this thing forever, a year. I guess that's not forever, but it's a long time. I'm not sure what I had it listed at. The sale price was $33.23. They used the coupon plus paid shipping on eBay. They paid a total of $33.12. That's kind of fun how that works out. I'm not gonna put this in. It's just not gonna fit in my tissue paper, so I'm not gonna worry about it. The tissue paper is always just kind of extra anyway. All right. I've had this for a year and I paid $5 for it at my old favorite thrift store, which is kind of a lot there. But I think I would still pay $5 for this Sherpa line jean jacket. I don't know why it took so long to sell. Maybe I had it priced too high, I don't know, because I didn't check comps, but my profit ends up being $16.22 on it, which would not be bad. I hadn't had it for over a year, or for a year, I guess. I usually wrap everything in tissue paper and put a little thank you sticker on it. All right, I have some things that I've had for a really long time, and I've just lowered the price as time has gone, and so they sold really, really low. This is one of them. These are a pair of Wrangler Rigs work jeans, and they're like quilts fleece lined. It's more like flannel lined. I've had these for 20 months. They sold for $16.78 minus the 30% plus shipping. They took a total of $18.49. These are really heavy. And I paid $1.21 for them 20 months ago. That's like almost 2 years. That's way too long. But that makes my profit $7.85. I do calculated shipping on eBay. I offer an option of Round Advantage and Priority. Most people choose Round Advantage. Actually, I don't think I've had anyone choose Priority since I did the offer. Not really sure why, but I guess they're satisfied with how fast it comes. I'll tell you my profit on that, $7.85. All right, these I thought were super cool. They're like flare, kind of a little bit of flare corduroy. They're corduroy, and they're Polo Jeans Co., which is Ralph Lauren. I don't know. I thought these would sell. They're very like Y2K style. I know because I lived it. Maybe they're not. Maybe they were Y2K style in the actual Y2K, but that's not what's popular now. I don't know. I've had these since 2022, which is a little long in my opinion. They sold for $6.81. That was an offer they sent to me. I had, I think the 30% off would have been like $7. So I just went with it. I was like, yeah, I'll get rid of them, please. They paid $12.90. So I don't know what the $6.81 offer was about, but it's kind of funny. People send offers like that. I paid $2.37, like I said, way too long ago. My profit is $2.45, but I'm getting a new home. I made a little money. I made my money back, and I got rid of them. So I'm calling that a win. These I also thought would sell better. These are flare jeans, high rise. I actually bought them for my daughter. They have a side zip, so that's, I think maybe... The brand is Can, which did sell really well for me for a while, and now it just doesn't anymore. I'm not really sure why that is, but some styles do. I would recommend looking them up. I always recommend comping. I also have a comp video. If you don't know how to do that, it's linked in my description. It's the first one. So this sold for $17.90 with a 30% off plus shipping. They paid $19.73. That's good for them. I paid 69 cents for them. I've had them for 15 months, which is again too long. I don't want to have things for over a year. It happens sometimes. My profit on that is $10.11. I do think that I bought them thinking my daughter would want them. But I mean, 69 cents, that's not a big risk in my opinion. All right. This is a Blackhawks hockey, I think. I don't know. Scarf. I've had soccer scarves sell really well, right about $15. Here's the tag. I don't know if you want to see that. I would think hockey would be similar, but the soccer scarves are like really a thing, I guess. It's like a soccer thing to have a scarf. I don't know. Anyway, this one sold for $13.41 with the 30% off coupon. Plus shipping, they paid $13.67. I paid $1 for it at a Goodwill 14 months ago. So, I don't know. Not great. My profit is $6.13. And I don't know if it's just that it's a soccer thing and not actually like a hockey thing. Maybe it is a hockey thing. I don't know sports enough to know any of that. I did have 2 Christmas vests sung. This is the first one. This one is a sweater vest, and it has all these little angels on it. The angels are like felt. They've got lots of little pilling on it. So I'm going to take a second and pick that off. I think while I'm doing that, I'm going to tell you the question of the day. So, because it's December now, I have a big theme for the question of the day. And my big theme is going to be Christmas. If you do not celebrate Christmas, I would invite you to play along, adapt the question to whatever it is that you celebrate, and let me know. I would love to still know about your culture, traditions, things that are important to you and that you value. So the first question, I thought I would go controversial. Get everybody riled up. No, not that controversial. Do you, so I haven't decorated yet. Are you a pre-Thanksgiving decorator or a post-Thanksgiving decorator? I feel like people get have very, very big opinions on this. Personally, I don't really care that people do decorate before Thanksgiving. It doesn't bother me. I feel like people can do what they want. I don't care. My husband does not like decorations in our house before Thanksgiving, and because I don't have a strong opinion on it, I just go with what he wants, and that's fine with me. We actually did start playing Christmas music early this year. I think it was because Thanksgiving was so late. We were just all feeling it. We were ready. Yeah, so I didn't show you the tag on that. Just realized you might want to see that. It's Designer Studios, and it's just made in China, which there are some things that are vintage now that are made in China, which is kind of crazy. So it didn't used to be real. Used to be if it was made in China, it was not vintage. What was I saying about that? Oh, yeah, so we actually were traveling over Thanksgiving, and so we just got home last night, so we will probably decorate later today. But I'm curious, do you decorate pre or post Thanksgiving? Do you have a strong opinion on that or not? All right, this sweater vest sold for $22.39 minus the 30%. Plus shipping, they paid $20.68. I have had this for 16 months. It took a really long time to sell. I bought it in Indianapolis at a, I don't know, thrift store there somewhere. And I paid $3 for it. So my profit is $9.54. That's okay. Not my goal, but these are period panties. Modi Body is the brand. When I bought these, I mean, they're new. They don't have tags, but they're new. You can tell, like, they're that new stiff feeling. Like they've never been washed, they've never been worn. Man, I spent $3 on these things. They must have had a really good, I must have had really good comps. I have had these for 20 months though, so I don't know. Maybe if they had had tags, they would have sold better. I did sell them once, and then they canceled the sale because they thought they were like swimsuit bottoms, like period swimsuit bottoms, but they were not. They are really tiny, like a 2X, I think, something. They're really small, so I don't know. They sold for $14.98 minus the 30% plus shipping. They paid $14.75, which period panties are really expensive, so that's a pretty good deal. 20 months I've had these. My profit is $4.82. That's not what I want to make after 20 months, but it is what it is. Okay, I had two. I have a lot of like pairs of things. It's kind of funny. I have a pair of Christmas vests. I have a pair of J. Crew lamb's wool sweaters. This is the first one. This is J. Crew. This is like a cowl neck. I don't know. Just kind of a basic lamb's wool. It's really soft. It's kind of pilled. I always put that in my listings, like that it has pilling. I try to get rid of the pilling if I think about it, if I notice it, before I send it out, just because I want to send it out in nice condition, you know. But this sold for $16 on Poshmark. Had it listed for 13 months, so I think it has like been reduced over the year to $20, and then I use Prime Lister to share my closet and send out offers, and it says 20% offers. I think after like 5 minutes or something. I forget. I set it up a while ago, so I don't remember. But I love Prime Lister, if you don't know. This sold on Poshmark, so I can use priority mailing stuff. Priority mailing stuff is free, and you have to pay to use it, but you don't have to pay. I always feel like I don't say it right. Poshmark takes care of the shipping. Okay, I don't feel well enough to try and figure out how to say that correctly, so I apologize. If I just confused you thoroughly, I apologize. I bought this sweater at the bins where you pay by the pound. I averaged my cost of goods as $2 a piece, but like I just did a bins haul and it was only $1.60. $1.60 something was my average cost of goods. So, but with a $2 cost of goods, my profit is $10.80. I really aim for $15 in profit on my items just to value my time, but clearly that doesn't always happen, and that's okay. In the end, it kind of averages out. This is a scarf. I'm not going to completely unfold it, but it is, let's see if I can find the tag. It is actually like labeled a pashmina. I don't know if that actually means anything. Here we go. 100% pashmina jewel mine made in Kashmir. So, I don't know. I thought it was pretty, and I sold it for $18 on Poshmark. I had it for 8 months. I bought it at the bins. Smaller, lighter stuff like this, I say, only cost me $1, which is probably closer to true. It actually probably didn't even cost that. My biz is $1.79 a pound. And my profit on this is $13.40. I'm not sad about that. 8 months, a little longer than I want to sit on something, but that's not bad. I would love it if things would sell within 3 months, but that's not always realistic, and that's okay. A lot of the things that I sell have lower sell-through rates, and so they just take longer to sell. All right, I think I have my video kind of in a weird spot this time. I'm not sure. All right, this is second vintage Christmas sweater. This one has little Christmas trees and little presents. It's plaid on the back, and this is like velvet. The brand is Casey and Max, made in India. I don't know if all, I feel like India is a pretty common country for things that are vintage, but I don't know if all things made in India are vintage. Does that make sense? It has a little bell. Cute. Actually, I think that's just a pin pinned on. It is. Huh. I didn't notice that. Thought it was part of it. Man, we used to wear so many pins in the 90s. What was that about? I did anyway. I wasn't very cool in the 90s though. My mom wore pins a lot too. All right, this sold for $20 on Poshmark. I've had it for 9 months. I bought it at the bins for $2, and so my profit is $14. I missed the mailman. Means I have to run to the post office. This is a purse. It's just black leather. I don't know, gold tone stuff on it. Tignanello? I don't know. I don't know really anything about purses. I don't think that this one was actually very good. I sold it for $20 on Poshmark. So there's that. I've had it for 9 months. I bought it for 70 cents at my old favorite thrift store. And I'm gonna put it in a box just to protect it a bit. Because it's sold on Poshmark, I can do that. I am reinforcing the box. I feel like in the winter, the box adhesives don't stick as well. So, I think they just get cold and they aren't as sticky. Also, if you don't know, I work out in my garage. And so that adds a layer of cold to everything. It was freezing out here this morning, but it's not so bad now. I mean, it's still morning, but late morning. All right. Oh, this, man. This is a scrub top. I love selling scrub tops. I was real excited to find this, but it didn't really sell for much. This is figs. I don't know. I think they used to be really like sought after, and now they are not. I don't know why, if something like replaced them or if the market got saturated. I'm not really sure what happened there, but This sold for $15.26 plus 15%, or sorry, 30% off. Plus shipping. They paid a total of $17.07, which is, these things are expensive. I've had it for 6 months. I bought it again at the bins, so average cost of goods is $2. My profit is $7.05. I'm about to run out of thank you stickers. All right, this is another pair. This is the first one. I sold 2 torrid items. This is a turtle, oh boy, a pile fell down there, turtleneck sweater. It is cable knit. It's really soft. Let me show you the tag. Torrid. It is new with tags, and it's actually a vegan cashmere pullover turtleneck. Brand new, $79.50. I had it listed for $50, I think. Yeah, 10% off was $44.96, and then they used the 30% off coupon and paid shipping on eBay, so they paid a total of $39.44. I bought it 6 months ago at the bins. Again, $2 average cost of goods, and that makes my profit $24.93. Love that. Love when my profit hits in the 20s. Makes me very happy. Doesn't happen very often. I've got a couple. Oh, yeah. I've got a good one and then like a really good one in there too. So kind of run the whole gamut of kinds of things and price points. A little bit of everything today. I guess 25 sales, it's easy to do that. Wish my energy was a little higher. These are vintage overalls, which I love. These are actually Levi's. Check out that tag. So Levi's Juniors, the size tag is like completely gone, but definitely vintage. It has like this little pink kind of gingham, I don't know what you would call that, almost like a pinstripe plaid. Look at that little label, so fun. I love vintage stuff like this. These actually sold on Curtsy, crazy enough. They sold for $35. I don't really understand how Curtsy works. I know I just hooked it up to my Poshmark closet. I did clicked some toggle that said I wanted to do free shipping, but to adjust my prices accordingly, which was kind of what they suggested I do. Anyway, this sold for $34. I paid $3.96 in fees and $5.95 for shipping. I did not get an email that it sold, so I'm not sure what happened with that. There were 2 things that sold and I didn't get an email. So I don't know. I bought these at the Salvation Army rummage sale 3 months ago, and I paid 50 cents for them. So my profit on them is $27.55. And this is another double. Also another Curtsy sale, but then also the other J. Crew Lamb's wool sweater. This one is so cool, I think. There's that. This one, it's made in Malaysia. I don't know. It's really neat. It does seem like maybe felt it through there. I don't know. Hopefully not. Just this one spot feels really tight. I always measure all this stuff, so. And if I feel like it's been shrunk at all, I usually will note, or actually I do note that unless I mess up. Somebody sent me a message this week and it was like, you may want to look at this listing. And I thought like maybe I had misspelled something, or no, it was completely the wrong thing. Like it was not whatever it was supposed to be. I was like, yeah, thanks for sending me that. It had been relisted like 3 different times. I'm like, for one, no wonder it never sold. But for 2, how did I not notice that 3 different times? That it was just completely the wrong. It was like, it was a corset top was the picture, but it was listed as a skirt. Like it wasn't even anything close. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm just picking off fuzzies again. It's exciting life I lead. Picking off fuzzies. One of the things about working for yourself is you can't take sick days. Wish I could call a replacement in to come and do this for me today. Oh boy. There's some loud something going on in my house. Hey kiddo. Oh, very squeaky door. Did you make something else out of cardboard? Cool. This sold for $24 on Curtsy. I do not know what I had it with. I've had it for 4 months. I bought it for $1 at my old favorite thrift store. I don't think I sold anything from my new favorite thrift store this time. Just kind of funny. The fees were $2.99. $7.45 was what I paid in shipping. I just did the shipping through Curtsy, so I don't know how they do that. I paid $1 for it. I think I already said that. 4 months ago, my profit is $12.56. So that's okay, not bad. All right, this is interesting. I mean, not this actual thing, but this is a soft surroundings shirt. It's so soft. I don't know what I'm doing with soft surroundings, although I made a huge discovery today. My sell-through rate isn't great with this brand, but everything that I've sold has had a pattern of some kind, mostly floral. Everything that I have not sold is solid. Like 100%, 100%. This was the last thing that sold. And it's floral. So now the only things that I have listed in soft surroundings are solids. The only things that have sold are patterns. I think that's, I don't know. I think that's interesting to note. Probably the next time I see soft surroundings, I will pay attention to if it's a pattern or not. Anyway, this sold for $22.46 with the 30% off coupon plus shipping. They paid $21.73. I paid $3 for it at a garage sale 3 months ago. I think this was the Labor Day weekend garage sales. So my profit is $10.45. Not bad. Oh, this is the really, really good one. I wish I could, I should have grabbed comps on this, but this is pretty cool. Kaylee Elaine just mentioned like men's cardigans just in general are selling, but especially like kind of cool ones. And this is a cool cardigan. It is wool. I used Fisherman. It is made in Iceland and it's Hilda Ltd. Pretty cool. So they got a good deal on this. I had it listed for either $80 or $90. I forget. And oh, I must have had it listed for $90 because they paid $80.96 and then used the 30% off coupon. So with shipping, they paid a total of $63.99. So yeah, that's a really good discount on something like this. It's pretty great. I will be picking at this forever if I try to get everything off of it. This thing is really cool. I did pay $8 for it 3 months ago at just a local thrift store here in town that benefits the rescue mission. And makes my profit $39.85. Cannot complain about that. I mean, I guess I could complain, but I don't want to complain about that. I have 2 different sizes of polymillers that I use. Everything I use is linked, like with an affiliate link in the description. If you want to use it, if you're going to buy something, cool, but don't buy something just because, you know what I mean? All right. There's still a couple good things in here, so I know it's a long video and my energy is so low. I'm running out of things to talk about. This is an REI Sahara button-up and REI Co-op. This has a tag that's been, let's see, it says Sahara shirt. Kind of has like, it's like vented in the back. I think the comps on this were pretty good. It sold for $31.46. So I had it listed pretty high, like at 40. No, wait, probably 35. So with the 30% off coupon and paying in shipping, they paid $27.30. Sold in 2 months. I bought it at a yard sale that a friend had. I paid $3 for it. And I just like ripped the tissue paper. Oops. And let's see, my profit is $16.02, so that's great. That's like, if I could be right there for every single one or higher, that would be fantastic. 2 months to sell, low cost of goods, decent profit, would love it. All right, Torrid item number 2. There were 2 Torrids. This one is completely different, like a sundress. It's so cute. It's ruffled and it's smocked in the back, which I have found sells. Torrid, it is a size 3. I do find that like 4s and 5s sell the best, like the quickest, and 3s are pretty good too usually. 2s and 1s I tend to hold on to a little bit longer. This sold for $22.46. They used the 30% off coupon. They paid shipping, so they paid $23.35. I paid 38 cents for it at my old favorite thrift store, which is fantastic. about a month ago. And I almost didn't buy it because I was like, oh, I'm gonna hang on to this for like a year because it's very summery. Everything's so on eBay. Even in the winter. I wonder if this is going somewhere warmer. Or maybe they're going on vacation. Alabama? Is it warm in Alabama? I don't know. Anyway, my profit is $12.89, so it's pretty good. This, I almost didn't list. I bought it thinking one of my girls would like it. They didn't want it, and I found a stain on it. It's pretty light, but it's on there. I don't know if you can see, but it's a Patagonia Bear t-shirt. The sell-through rate was not great. I listed it really low, like at $10, and it sold for $8.96 plus the 30% off coupon plus shipping. They paid $9.54 total. That's really good for them. I mean, like I said, it does have a light marks kind of stain on it. So, it sold in 10 days, which is great. I almost just like redonated it. I paid 50 cents for it at my old favorite thrift store, and makes my profit a whole whopping $3.36, which, considering I was going to redonate it, I'm not sad about it. All right, this is a good one. Sold this already, and it got returned to me. And I was thinking I sold it for more last time, but when I looked, I actually only made $4 more on it the last time that I sold it than I did this time. So it's new with tags. It is a Lululemon. It's called a Jacquard multi-texture sweater. What is it called? Yeah. Jacquard multi-texture sweater jacket. It sold for $50. So I had it listed at $65. And then somebody sent me an offer for $50. And that was a little more than it was going to be with the 30% off coupon, so I accepted it. I was like, yeah. They paid $56.65. That's kind of weird. I bought it at the bins, and it's in 10 days. That was 10 days from when I relisted it after it got returned to me. So it was a sad return. But hopefully it will land at its new forever home and will be so cozy for someone this winter. I paid $3 is what I average, like a bigger, heavier, bulkier item at the bins. And my profit is $39.60. Yeah, so my profit was like $43 on the other one. I don't know why it was such a big difference, but it was. All right, these last two items, I actually had to dig through. They were things I was going to take out. I have this lot of 2 Harley Davidson jeans. And I had listed them separately and they didn't sell. And then I added them to a listing together. They're pretty trashed. But they're like vintage Harley jeans. I don't know. There's nothing really spectacular about them. They're like carpenter style. They sold for not very much at all. $17.68 plus they used the 30% off coupon. They paid shipping. They paid $19.01 total for 2 pairs of jeans, which is pretty incredible. Really. I mean, they're trashed. But there's some brands I feel like not only can you get away with it, but are almost more valuable. Carhartt's like that. Some jackets sell for a lot of money when they're trashed. I don't know. I've had these for 19 months. I paid $1 for each of them, so $2 total cost of goods. My profit is $7.76, and I'm just glad they're getting a new home. Yes, makes me happy. Okay, that's the last item. I know I'm gonna have to lint roll through in the inside of it. It is a shacket. It has pockets, and it's like fleece lined. The brand is Orvis, which I don't know, it just doesn't sell very well for me. So I'm gonna have to, the inside is kind of like, just, I don't know, linty. I'm gonna have to lint roll that. So I will pack that up. This sold for $16 on Poshmark in 15 months. I bought it again at the bins for $2. So that makes my profit $10.80. My total profit for the 5 days was $338.62, which is good. Divided by 5, that's $67.72, which is so funny to me because my goal is $67 a day. That makes it $2,000 per month, which is my monthly goal. However, I really was hopeful that this weekend, you know, usually there's a lot of people buying this weekend, whether they're buying for themselves or for gifts or whatever. I was hopeful that I would just have a lot of sales. I don't remember exactly last year, but I do feel like I had a ton of sales like on Black Friday. So I'm not really sure why I thought with the sale that I was running that it would be a little more successful. I'm satisfied, I guess, to an extent. I just was hopeful that I would make a little more than what my just kind of average baseline goal is, just because of the time of the year. So I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not trying to be like negative about it. I'm not upset by any means. I don't want you to hear that. I think that the way I'm feeling is probably coming across a little more than my emotion about it is coming across, if that makes sense. So anyway, make sure you answer the question of the day, if you are an early decorator or not, and like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, I really appreciate you joining me. Make sure you say hi if you made it all the way to the end. I really do appreciate you. I'll see you soon.